welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Unique Liars Creative Corner. Please click that subscription button before we even proceed. So I got the invite to speak about my book in TVC Wake Up Nigeria, and trust me, to turn up good. I did my makeup. So quick backstory, there was a time I was in love with makeup, so good in it. And now I see the benefit of just learning how to do it, because look at this beauty. At least the ability to do a simple basic makeup. And then my nails, of course, press-ons. I did my press-ons myself at about 5 a.m. The Uber had come to pick us up, and of course it was a joyride. We were up since like 2. And this really taught me something quite interesting, that if you want to show up early to church, you can show up. Now, I don't have any reason to show up late to anywhere again in my life, because I literally showed up for a 7 a.m. interview by 5:39. Like 5:39, I was already in the venue. So if you really want to do it, you will do it. So I've experienced turning up late for an on-air interview, and I saw what that did to me. I was really anxious into the interview, and it really affected a lot. So this is a tip: get there extra early, maybe an hour or 2 hours earlier than the regular time, so you can just chill, enjoy the serene, do your videos, take your pictures. So the truth is, even if you've done something over and over again, there's this part of you that's still anxious. But of course, we have the Holy Spirit, so we have an advantage. In the middle of all the anxiety I was feeling, my press-ons came off, and I had to fix them again. So this is the keynote for you as a multi-talented person. Because you can do it doesn't mean you should do it. You should trust it with a professional, so you don't face situations like this. So we're finally called up to come to the waiting lounge. So in this period of waiting, I took my time to pray, go through my lines, catch up with my friend. That's Theophilus, by the way. And it was time to go into the studio. This is a multi-purpose studio. It's decked with the best gadgets. Come on, just take a look at this beauty. This is where all the magic happens. The behind the scenes of TVC Communications. The building and architectural design was made in a futuristic style. So my biggest quote for self-confidence in public speaking is, what's the worst that could happen? What is the worst that could happen? That's what goes through my mind anytime I get the opportunity to stand in front of people, to talk. You cannot bite me, you cannot kill me. The point of the whole thing is to have fun, to enjoy yourself. So getting an opportunity like this to speak on national TV isn't something I want to do shaking. I want to have fun. Okay, if you think that broadcasting is an easy work, please just put a camera in front of you and try it. You will see that it is not easy at all. These people memorize lines, even though they have a teleprompter in front of them. It's a lot of work. Now, for those who might be going for any show, radio, TV, to talk about your book, this is one important tip. Know your book inside and out. Know your book well, so it doesn't get confusing when they mention some things. Because you wrote it doesn't mean you should not reread it when it is time for that interview. Another tip would be that you practice the questions. So I had a friend that wrote down a couple of questions I was asking me one by one, like an interviewer, and it was pretty nice. Then the time came for me to be mic'd, and this is another pro tip. Do not tap your body or touch any part of your body after you have been mic'd, especially when you're on air, because it picks every single sound. The wonderful Madam Titilayo Oyinsan came around to encourage me, because she recognized me from 2 years ago when she interviewed me in a book chat. She has a YouTube channel, by the way. So this is another tip for preparing for an interview. Be aware that there is a time frame to answer each question. So time yourself within 1 minute or more, because the interview could last for a particular duration, and you do not want to bore your audience with so many stories. So just go straight to the point, be concise and clear. Another one would be that you should show enthusiasm and passion. Show passion for your work. Be enthusiastic enthusiastic about what you do. Then again, there's a place of dressing professionally, dressing for the occasion. You can wear flip-flops to places like this, of course. The place of looking good, smelling nice, because your smell remains in the memory of people even after you left. So I'm just super excited for this experience. So after my interview, eventually I got a chance to take a picture with the top host of TVC Wake Up Nigeria. And here's what Rome said about my
interesting book. You might wake God.
And now this is what I mean by friendship. People will stand by you, especially in times like this.
Thank you so much.
And then I had to take a tour around TVC. I can't leave this kind of place without reaching the major areas. And my tour guide was none other than my friend from Obafemi Awolowo University, Theophilus. We were members of the same journalism group on campus, Icons Organization. It's just wonderful seeing him here. We were able to come into the newsroom where all the magic happens. We couldn't get into the studio for where they shot Your View because they were live at that moment. I'm sure I've said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Have fun. If you're going to anywhere or you're trying anything you've never done before, make sure you do not allow anxiety steal the joy from you. So it was finally time to say goodbye to Eko Atlantic City. But before I go, I have a very important message for you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you on the next one.